dear Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. We at Shivagram Education Society dream of a bright future for our children in a very well developed India and blooming in the nurturing of Mother Earth. A warm and beautiful welcome again. At the very outset, let me introduce the guests whom we have today. We have our Honorable Minister, respected Sri Subhash Shirodkar sir, Minister for WRD, Cooperation and Providoria with us today here. We also have with us here Director of Sri Raishwar Institute of Information Technology and Management Member of Shivagram Education Society, Sri Sachin Shirodkar. We have in-charge Principal of Sri Raishwar Engineering College, Mr. Jatin Shirodkar. We have with us Principal of Shiroda Higher Secondary School, Mr. Ishwar Hegde, and myself, Shubhata Shirodkar, in charge of the whole event, Young Scientists. Young Scientists is a flagship program of Shiroda High Secondary School and it is a brainchild of our very own respected Chairman Sir of Shivagram Education Society, respected Subhash Shirodkar sir, whose mind and soul, as we all know, is always thinking of the best for the children all over Goa. And as we all know, science has no alternative. Several events based on science, technology, talent are showcased during this mega event. Hundreds of students and thousands of footfalls are there for this event that we have every year. And they have a good time interacting and also showing their talent. It is our wish and honor to present this mega event to all the people of Goa, and what can be the best and a better place and a better way of doing it with otherwise respected all our ladies and gentlemen of the esteemed media houses that are present here today. You are the best in taking our word to all of Goa and to everyone whom we wish that people should know about this event. And we are very much obliged for your being here today. And with this, I would request our Honorable Minister to address and brief us.
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon to everyone. You see, all of us and all of you also will agree that we live in a world of technology, full of technology. And in this sort of a technology era, what I would appeal at the very outset, that Goan youths, boys and girls, they should think of a world leadership. And particularly when I say world leadership, the pattern of education that they should and they would think of and they should think of is education in technology. Unfortunate part or maybe fortunate part, but I would like to highlight here that every year we have got almost 25,000 students appearing our 10th examination. It means there is always the age group of 25,000 youths for the state. Now out of this 25,000, maybe because of a miscommunication, maybe because of ill information or what I should say, there is no proper motivation, something of that sort. But out of these 25,000 students, only 5,000 students, they prefer to go for technical stream, that is science stream. Rest of the students, they prefer to go for vocational, then arts and commerce. Now all of us will agree that the students pertaining to arts, commerce and science can think of a job only within the state of Goa. Whereas the students of science stream, I would always call them as the world leaders, world citizens. Because particularly through, I would say, technical education, that is a software education, hardware education, that is electronics and all that, they could be world leaders and the job seekers. So in this context, our society, education society, has been trying for the last almost, I would say, 10, 15 years, but this is specifically is the 9th chapter of a young scientist. We came out with this concept of a young scientist for the simple reason is the catchy word which should pass on to the youngsters and also to the parents. That yes, I have got in my house a scientist. who may be a child of say 9th and 10th and then comes to 11th. So majorly it is to promote the scientific temperament and I would say the appreciation to learn maths and science. When it comes to technology, it means basically a child should know the basics of the maths and physics and science. So this is merely to promote the study of science and technology. This is the 9th chapter, and of course henceforth it will go on in a growing manner. But then this year we have intended to celebrate it on the 1st and 2nd of December. Students from various higher secondaries, like about say 35 higher secondaries, they participate in these various events. Of course, Mr. Sachin will explain you about the events, what sort of events and what is the nature of the items that we get incorporated in this exhibition. Friends, the intention behind this is the more and more number of students should go for technology. They should be the students of now. There are various opening, I would say, fields like artificial intelligence, data science, and all that sort of thing. And our students, particularly from Goa, they are well taken by multinational companies. I should also specify this, that the students, particularly of the software and other studies, they are well taken in comparison to other states, like the state of Maharashtra or the state of Karnataka. Goan students are preferred by multinational companies. As on today, there must be at least 10 to 15,000 Goan students who are well placed in various multinational companies. But this has to continue in a big way. And this is also, I would say, a sort of a where unemployment can be tackled with this higher education. Because more and more our students go for technical education, they become the world citizens, world job seekers, and as a result, the burden on the unemployment also will get reduced. So with these few words, I would like to appeal all the principals of higher secondaries, all the students of higher secondaries through you, the media people, that they should participate in this exhibition. See that the more and more exposure is given to their students for science and the study of maths and physics particularly. And the students should be given a global citizen opportunity. I think with this, I should pass on the mic to Mr. Sachin, who is the Director for Technical Education in the campus. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the 9th edition of Young Scientist 2023, which will be held on 1st and 2nd of December, Shiroda High Secondary School, in collaboration with RIT College Shiroda and Shri Kamakshi Devi Homeopathic Medical College, all three faculties have come together and curated certain events. I would like to take a minute to talk about the technical events which will be conducted on those 2 days. Taking into consideration the craze of social media amongst the youngsters especially, we have come up with an event called the Reel Maker, which will be for the higher secondary section. So the next few events that I'm going to talk about are for the higher secondary section students. So there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of skill, there's a lot of talent amongst the students, and if it is channeled properly, it can make a career out of them. So keeping that in mind, we have come up with this Reel Maker event. The second one is Genius Genes. A lot of higher secondaries have computer science as one of their subjects. So to basically put the talent and the skill of coding into use, we have come up with this event called Genius Genes, which is a code debugging competition. The next event is called the Graphic Artist. Everybody knows that your social media or your digital presence is what counts in today's world. And the first thing that everybody thinks about when you talk about a business or a particular avenue, it's the website. So this event is about website designing contest, and we have taken up the buzzword that is the AI, artificial intelligence, and that is the topic for the website designing competition. Next up, we have an event called Bob the Builder. Once again, taking into consideration the development that is happening around with regards to civil works and construction, we have come up with a bridge building competition for the students. wherein they can use the principles of engineering, specifically from the civil background, and utilize their skills and talent to compete in this competition. Further up, we have Science at Work, which is a science exhibition for investigatory and innovative science projects. Under the main theme of science, technology, and innovation for a sustainable future, we have given more sub-themes for the students so that they can work on a greater area. I would like to highlight some of the sub-themes which are pertaining to particularly the problems that we face in Goa. For example, solving the garbage issue, especially the water pollution. So we expect students to come up with solutions, or rather idea presentation with regards to these kind of topics. Technology as home is another subtopic. Transforming Goa through science and technology is again once again a broader subtopic given to the students. Further up, we have innovate in gaming. Again, understanding the gaming culture that persists or is there amongst those school students especially. We said, why only play games when you can make your own games, right? So we have come up with innovate in gaming competition, which will be based on MIT App Inventor. So MIT College, based in the USA, has come up with an app inventor, and will be utilizing that platform and providing that to the students to basically make their own games. This was for the higher secondary students. For high school students also, we have a few events. Last year, under CM Cares, that is the coding and robotics scheme, coding and robotics classes were started across all over Goa in the schools, particularly for students of standard 6th. So taking that into consideration, we have come up with Coding Talent, a coding competition for the students of standard 6th and 7th. Further up, we have science projects. Again, these are the science project competition for students of standard 8 to 10. And robotic workshops, which will be for the 10th standard students, handled by our faculties from RIT College. These are some of the events for the high school students, particularly for the high schools of Shiroda and surrounding areas. It also gives me great pleasure to announce that few of the eminent institutions which are working in science and technology around Goa have agreed to collaborate and be present on these 2 days, particularly National Institute of Oceanography, Goa Science Center, Mangrove Society of India. They will be putting up their information centers and exhibits on those 2 days on the campus at Shiroda. Along with that, our own very institutes, RIT, Shri Kamakshi Devi Homeopathic Medical College, and the vocational section of Shiroda High Secondary, particularly MRIDA and FDM, they will be putting up their exhibits for the students and the visitors to see what exactly it is to be in the field of medicine, or it is to be in the field of technology and vocational. These are some of the events that we will be putting up, that we have come up with, we have curated with a lot of thought process, and we'll be putting them through for the entire student base of Goa on the 1st or 2nd of December. Thank you.
I would like to just add 1 or 2 informative things. Like, for example, you see, we have set, while working in Shiroda in the field of education, what we have done is we have set a target for Shiroda constituency. Like, for example, we have normally about 400 students every year appearing 10. Now, out of these 400 students, 250 students should come out and go for science stream. The reason is that out of 250, at least 50 to 100 students should go for technical education. This will reduce my unemployment problem in my constituency. As of today, I would say with the pride that the Shiroda constituency has got almost 300 engineers in different streams of the course, the engineering courses. Not only that, see, RIT Engineering College has given almost 2,800 engineers. And I'm proud to say that many of them, they are global citizens. They are spread in Europe, they are in America, they are in Gulf countries, and they are all over India. All these 2,800, out of these, maybe hardly 300 to 400 are in Goa. Otherwise, rest of them, they are almost all over the world. This is This is with engineering college students. When it comes to homeopathy, we have got given almost 750 doctors in homeopathy. And I tell you, some of them, they are having their own clinics spread in the state of Goa. And many of them, they are managing the, I would say, medical establishments in various cities of Goa. Like in Panjim, Hapsa, Vasco, wherever you enter a hospital and you will find a student from homeopathy. This is what is a state of affairs. And I would say this is what is a contribution from Goan Education Society to the state of Goa as well as to the country. The target that we have set is, as I said, every year there should be minimum 50 to 100 students going for technical education, maybe any college. It could be GC, it could be PCC, it could be Don Bosco or RIT or EITD. Or sometimes it could be even outside the state. But the students should go for technical education because we have to prepare them for, I would say, for the life, for the days to come, to enter in a very vibrant lifestyle. So this is what we anticipate for my constituency. At the same time, we thought that it would be very fair on our part that we take up a chapter for the entire state of Goa. And this is what is today's press conference. So that the message goes to all the higher secondaries, the parents and the students across the state that yes, it is a science and only science is the need of the time for the students to have a very good and beautiful career. Thank you.
Registration start the registration.
Yeah, we will have definitely more than 35 higher secondaries.
So
No, just 2 days back we have launched this.
We have started with our registrations and we are getting registered only about 10, 11 high school, because what happens is we have just started the classes back again after the Diwali break. So teachers, we are getting response individually, and every event has a teacher in charge and a technical support from engineering college. So everybody is on par with that. And just to show you all, this event which is there, we are keeping in line with technology. Everywhere, wherever we conduct exhibition, project competitions are happening everywhere in Goa. But this is one of its kind which is happening for high secondary students. Because that is only for college sections at association. But this for high secondary students, high school students, keeping on par, like we are having all these different types of events now for the last 8 editions we have been having. Last 22 years, Goan Education Society is having science exhibitions, but this young scientist has been started on a mega scale to tell you all what is Goan Education Society, also we have to know a little bit about. So that is, we have 6 institutions working together from primary to professional colleges on the premises of Shivashahar, which is a very beautiful place. I would like to request you all to visit it one day. And we have together at a time about 2,000 students moving around in the campus. So this is a place which is, we can call it as a truly educational hub, from a very tiny dots from daffodils primary and kindergarten school to the professional engineers. This year it is our 9th edition 2023, and this Sachin sir has taken up this gaming and all. So why I posted this here is because with the social media and all, why not tap that talent of the students? As it is, they are most of the times not on the grounds but with their mobile. So as it is, let them invent talent, whatever, because we hear nowadays that 13-year-old taken up by Facebook, or 18-year-old is earning so much in lakhs of rupees, where this same talent we want to tap so that they realize that they can do such things. These are website designing and all, and this is just to show you all that what we have been actually doing. This is our 22 poster. Then earlier one, that when COVID struck us, all of us were in such a very bad phase. That time also we did not keep quiet, only teachers were going to the schools, but we had that on the virtual mode. Online mode, virtual, 2 years we did it virtually, and we designed it in such a manner that students could participate from their homes. Virtual version 1 and virtual version 2 were the ones, and the students, when they are there, they win the prizes. That is a smile which has to be seen, and that is happiness And every year our children of Shiroda High Secondary School design the entrance as per the event. This year we have planned Chandrayaan as the entry point. This was when earlier that missile was this. So this was our earlier this 20 virtual version 2 with Metaverse, again March 22. That year we had to have two this, one in March and one in December, but we did not keep quiet. We did not put a break to this young scientist. So this was 2019. Every year we keep a different theme, but everything focuses on a sustainable nature. We have to protect nature along with all development, because our generations to come have to breathe clean and beautiful surroundings that are there. We always have very honorable guests who come and interact with our children along with various scientists, various department heads. We have been visiting us every year, and it is young scientist has become synonymous with Shivgram Education Society and Shiroda High Secondary School. This was the earlier one, 18. And presentations and all, whenever they happen, they are jam-packed in the audience. The students don't want to leave because everything is so interesting. Every year there is a group of students who happily goes away with lot of prizes. High secondary we give overall prizes also for maximum participation and winning at different level. This year we had done it for the memory of Abdul Kalam sir. This is also an earlier picture of guests honoring the students. And these are if you all would like to want the briefing and also the names of the guests who are here. These events which are there, one of its kind which are happening. So this was the most appropriate thing which came from our sir, that people should know. We have been doing this, our whole staff, our whole team of Shivgram Education Societies, Shiroda High Secondary School, Raishwar Engineering College, Homeopathic Medical College. We have been striving and struggling with all these events every year with help from Department of Science and Technology also. And but what we get and what sir does, there is a lot of difference. But only because of sir's contributions in every way, from monetary to the guidance, everything is because of our chairman sir.
If you got any
Thank
questions,
you.
you can ask.
Sir, तुमचे एका यंग सायंटिस्टाक कोण वेल नोन सायंटिस्ट बी गेस्ट नाल्यार स्पीकर म्हणून
Yes sir. Every year, sir, we have one guest. Last year we had Dr. Rajiv Nikam, who is a very well-known, world-famous scientist. Earlier, on online mode, we had Dr. Arvind Ranade. This year, we have invited Dr. Vithal Tilvi, who actually we have named that this as Indian contribution of Indian scientists. And this year, who is becoming, he is the one who has discovered the farthest galaxy which is there. Dr. Vithal Tilvi will be with the students and interact with them. Every year, we have one scientist who is a well-known personality in his field.
आणि एक सर तुम्ही म्हणलं मेन हे कारण सायन्स म्हणतो की टेक्निकल फिल्डान वचून मागीर भुरग्या तेंचो स्कोप वाडटा म्हणून. सो तुम्ही म्हणलं की फाटले 8 वर्ष जाता हे 9वे वर्ष. सो तुमकां असे चेंजीस दिसल्या भुरग्यांमध्ये जे पार्टिसिपेट करता स्वतः तुमच्या हायर सेकंडरीचे आणि स्कुलाचे भुरगे पार्टिसिपेट.
This is a media, exhibition is a media by which we communicate to the students and to also to sometimes to the parents. Teachers also move from higher secondary to higher secondary, passing on the information. Now, for example, you see there is a promotion on the behalf of government. Hardly parents know, and the students are aware of it. We seek to promote technical education in the state of Goa. Coding and robotics, there is one part which has been introduced at the 6th level. See, another scheme which has been launched from 70 years of celebration of India. That is DJ scheme. So through this DJ scheme, almost 40 to 50 crores of rupees are given to various students who are seeking admission in the first year technical education, whether in diploma or in degree. Now the students are not aware of this, and particularly in the rural area, there is no awareness, there is no information about all this. That's why I tell you, these young scientists goes in a big way in motivating, promoting and passing on information to the students and also to the parents.
So, but as a WRD minister, since you are a minister now, how do you see these topics like Bob the Builder, where you have to construct a bridge competition, then science at work, having the garbage issue like water pollution and all? Because these are important topics as far as helping the state also.
Right.
So, how do you see this?
Of course, see, wherever possible, like for example, water pollution, even garbage, particularly water pollution. Of course, I will tackle it at my level as a minister for. But I tell you, as a chairman of Shivagram Education Society, there could be NGOs within the institutions, and I tell you, this has to come right from the young generation of the state. Okay, and you must be aware that every village almost has got an organization which is called environmental organization. She is also a member of a organization, environmental biodiversity at a state level. So these are the issues when we get them introduced through exhibition, where the exposure is given to hundreds and hundreds of students. I tell you, these students, they would like it and they would take up this sort of a projects like garbage, your water pollution, air pollution, this sort of a thing, that awareness comes among the students and also the teaching community. You see, the teaching community which should get involved in these sort of activities.
Okay. Minister mentioned that only 5,000 students ultimately take up science as there. So there can be two reasons for that.
Right.
Either they are, the education system is not giving enough information to them that they will have better prospects in the future. Or after getting educated, they may not find any opportunities to take up in Goa. So there may be a sizable number who may not be willing to go global, but looking at
Right. First of all, I tell you, I have made a detailed study of this. First of all, our students are scared of maths. So there we have to, a very conducive atmosphere within the classrooms, within the school, within the education campus. We have to have that sort of a very conducive where the students don't get scared of maths. Because maths and physics, these are the basic subjects. If you want to, and if you wish to make a career in technology. So this is what the environment has to become, created. This is one of the major reasons. Second thing, many of the Goans, when they get educated, they feel, no, not going outside. I want to be here in Goa only. So this attitude also has to a little change. No doubt, as on today it is 5,000, but there is also big gap of information. Like for example, a taluka like Kanti, a taluka like Sange, a taluka like Dharbandora, and even for that matter, I tell you, taluka like Pendem, many of the students may not be having this facility of finance. Moment you pass out your 11th and 12th, you can go for technical education. This information is not there, where government gives almost 90,000 to 1 lakh per student per year. So these are huge money. You see, we are all seized of the scheme like Ladli Lakshmi. For a girl child to get married, government gives 1 lakh to a certain limit of income. But there is a subsidy from government for education and to promote technical education. It is almost 4 lakhs. Almost 4 lakhs. Every single family can get it, can avail that, provided a child prefers to go for technical education. Now even in a family, it can be 2 children. Like suppose there are twins, and both of them, they are very smart and they prefer to go for technical education. Both of them will get 2 lakhs per year, every year almost. So this facility and this subsidy part of a government and the innovative scheme of Goa government is not, I would say, well taken in the sense, it is not well informed. So this information has to go.
But I'm sure as an educationist, you have already communicated that to the education minister.
Now I tell you, that's why I have set a target for my constituency. There should be at least 50 to 100 engineers every year. Why I say this? Because this, whenever I go for any political meeting or social meeting, I pass on this information to the parents and to the students also. Not only that, I tell you, I have every 6 months I conduct a meeting of maths teachers. In my entire constituency, there are altogether 14 schools which are spread to various societies. So I conduct very regularly, every 6 months once, a maths teachers meeting, convention. I also try to convey the meeting of headmasters, thereby to pass on this information and to get the students motivated.
But Minister,
what I am of the opinion that why only 5,000 we should have? Why we should not have 10,000? In fact, I am of the opinion that at least 5 to 10,000 Goans, because the whole world is open for them. I tell you, we have 140 crores population. The rest of the world has got a 600 crores population. There are 189 countries which are open for us. So Goans, though we are a small state, we should think in larger perspective. That is what is my intention.
Minister, my question is that many students who complete their diploma and degree in technical education, even being the topper of the class, they don't get suitable jobs in Goa.
Listen.
So they have to
First of all,
shift their field.
First of all, engineers, whichever stream it may be, they should always think that they are job givers, not job takers. You have to always bear in mind. And I tell you, this point is well taken by Goan youth, because Goa is one of the states which has got more than 100 startup companies. What does that mean? It means Goan youths are aware of this. And Goan youths, whatever stream they choose for, they should not be job takers. They should be job givers. Like for example, even I tell you, youth with a civil, BE civil, why should think of a government job? Why should think of a private job? He can start his own construction activity. And I tell you, every year, if you find out, at least in a constituency, say about 50 houses or 100 houses or buildings coming up, multiply by 100 villages, keep aside the cities, what number of huge construction is coming up? So our civil engineers always do have the scope for. But then if somebody thinks that, yeah, I should get only government job, that is only my life's savior, then nobody can help.
But even in the private companies, that much job creation is not there.
I tell you, it is there. I tell you, recently when there was the interview for PWD, I received almost 80 to 100 names. And almost all of them are employed. I verified they are employed. Either this company or that company they are employed. Or some of them they are having their own business activities.
निश्चित ज्या पद्धतीने म्हणता की यंग सायंटिस्ट आहे यंग भुरगे फुडें येवपाक जाय पण जेन्ना इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चरची गोष्ट आसता इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चरचे IIT प्रोजेक्ट्स आसा लोकच अपोज करता म्हणजे कशें करता तुमी
See, this is a passing phase for the state of Goa. People today object for every single cause, whether it is a water or your IIT or your any other project. People, this is a passing stage. People will have to realize, and I tell you, the well-educated people will have to prevail upon this. These sort of issues, no, they will have to prevail upon. Only then the things can move. Of course, no doubt, government also will have to put a foot down. Government also will have to put a foot down.
लोक प्रोजेक्टांका अपोज करता पण लोकांका त्या प्रोजेक्टाचे मागे
अरे listen, a few years back we were opposing Konkan Railway. Now who is best using it? People who oppose it are using the best. And you see the traffic flow on Konkan Railway, the logistics that is happening on Konkan Railway. Now people realize it little later.
Long journey.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, this is the 9th year of
Yeah.
the past project which have been recognized by any government.
Past?
Past 8.